fellow Christians, have you ever had God speak to you like through an animal or something? Like your pet, maybe, or something like that, where you're looking at your pet or an animal and you suddenly got a revelation about something. This happened to me a few weeks ago with my Saint Bernard, actually. So I had been talking with my dad about parameters, right? So God created like everything to exist and operate within certain parameters, but within those parameters, there's free will and there's room for movement and change and growth and decision making even. So like I was looking at my dog, my Saint Bernard, and he has free will. I mean, he definitely has free will. He chooses to not listen all the time because Saint Bernards are just not obedient. So he has free will, he has personality. I've actually never been around another dog like him. His personality is hilarious. He's literally like rude, which I didn't know a dog could be till I got him. He's a brat. He's one of a kind, but he has free will and he has individuality and whatnot, but he can't stop being a dog. And he can't stop being a Saint Bernard. He has to live and operate within those parameters, but inside those parameters, there's free will, there's choice, there's individuality, all of that. So or take the ocean, for example, which I think I talked about this when I was talking about the Mosaic, like revelation. The ocean is one huge thing, right? We refer to it as one thing that God made, but within the ocean, you've got like millions of things going on at once, and they operate within these big parameters of the ocean, but there's decision making and free will inside the ocean, right? A shark can go after a fish if it wants to. Whales can fight, or whatever happens with whales. Like, you have individuality, movement, and life happening within these big parameters, which God allows. He's like, I set the conditions, I set the parameters, I put the boundaries in place. Remember, the ocean come this far and no further, or farther. So it's like he said the rules, but then there's like a ton of wiggle room in the middle for decision making, for change, for your own free will. And so there's a beauty in that. There is such a beauty in that we get to determine so much on our own, right? He just lets us make decisions. At the same time, there's a danger to it, because with that free will, you can choose to do what is wrong. I can't stop being a human, but I can make all the wrong decisions as a human. I mean, there is something to be said about giving up your humanity, which I gotta wonder if that's where things are headed with transhumanism and some other stuff they're cooking up. So I feel like if you step outside the parameters of humanity, you're probably done for. But within the parameters of humanity, God has incredible grace and mercy for your wrong decision making. So when people want to blame God for all of the terrible things that happen, whether terrible things are done to them or to someone else, or they're just observing evil in the world, understand God is not the author of that. God has set parameters where you're allowed to do really whatever you want. You've got free will. Choose as you will. And he's given us his word, and he's told us what to do and what not to do, but people are free to choose. He said that I've set before you life and death, blessing and curses. I would that you would choose life, but it's not guaranteed. He doesn't force you to choose life. He doesn't force you to choose Jesus and have eternal life. He does not force anything. So when we look at things that are wrong in the world, you have to understand there's another player here. There's another player called the devil. And when you see calamity, and you see sickness, and you see death, and you see abuse, and you see unspeakable evil that is done in this world, that is not God ordaining it. That is people in rebellion and sin under the influence of the evil one, choosing to do what they should not do, because that free will was given by God, and you're allowed to use it how you will. He hopes you won't. He's given you his word so you don't, but people can. So it's amazing how much he's put into, how much like say in the matter, and how much responsibility he's put into the hands of humans. It's mind-blowing, and yet it's all his design. It was all his choice from the beginning. He didn't have to make the earth. He didn't have to put people on it. He didn't have to do any of this, but he did. And then when he set it up, he's like, the heavens belong to me, the earth I've given to man. This is your thing, humans. Go subdue it, have dominion, and do whatever you choose to do on it. I hope you choose right. I'll tell you what's right. I'll help you. I will help you choose right. And I'm giving you ahead of time what is right. I'm telling you, and I hope you do that. But at the end of the day, you don't have to. It's within the parameters, like anything goes, because you have free will. You're a free moral agent, and he does not violate the setup that he created. And so it's just amazing. It's sobering. It's kind of scary because you're like, man, I could just make a wreck of everything if I really wanted to. But if you instead, you look at the freedom you have, and you know, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. There is true freedom when you are in right relationship with God through Jesus, because you look at all the things you can do, but you don't have to. I'm actually free to make a choice. I could go murder someone right now, but I won't. I'm going to choose not to do things that I know are a violation of God's order, of his commandments, of what is of right. It's a violation of what is morally right. So I'm going to choose to do the things that are right, but I could go berserk and do something crazy. It's like, when you understand that God has allowed so much, he allows like everything. That's why you can't blame him, because he's not willing it, he's not ordaining it. When people do evil, it's grieving him, and yet things are allowed to exist within the boundaries, the parameters of what he created. They're allowed to exist as people choose until an appointed time, when obviously he will ultimately deal with the devil. He will deal with all sin and wrongdoing, but it's like, until then, people get to choose. So by all means, choose what is right.